Today's readjustment. Ready? All right. As I was sitting in my thinking chair, thinking about the things I think about, you know what? I imagine us all starting off in life with a backpack, an empty backpack. You know, when you're a baby, you have an empty backpack. And as you grow, you pick up habits, and it's in there. Bad situations, good situations, it's in there. Bad thoughts, good thoughts, it's in there. It's all in there together, right? And your bag gets heavier and heavier and heavier, or bigger and bigger and bigger, where you're carrying luggage. Today's readjustment is remove. Okay? We have an inventory of all these things, good and bad experiences, good and bad habits and actions, and it keeps us weighed down. So like I said, today's word is remove, right? Okay. Remove has a verb side, which is action, and a noun side, which is more of a person, place, or thing. As a verb, it means to take away from or remove. Can't use remove in the definition. Take away something from the position that's occupied. Now, what we need to do is take inventory and look at all the things that we have and remove some of the things that are occupying our bags, right? Our space, our mental capacities. The second definition of that verb is, eliminate or get rid of, which, same thing, but I wanted you to get that understanding of taking away something that's in a position or occupying a position that it don't need to be there. So you need to remove those. And as a noun, is interesting, is a degree of remoteness or separation. So what we have here, we need to take things out of our bags, right? And we also need to separate or find a degree of remoteness away from the things that are keeping us from our ikigai or our purpose. So, like I said, two things are happening. In the verb sense, we need to take out the things that are weighing us down to keep us from fulfilling our purpose. And then we need to separate ourselves from the things or people or situations that we find ourselves in that keeps us away from our purpose. It's easy to find things that we like that slows us down. And you don't want to be slowed down. You want to keep that momentum going. Good morning, honey. And as we walk through this life, we just continuously accumulate things. As the verb sense, taking away something. These things a lot of times hold us into that pattern. How I talk about present, being in the present, the ichigo ichie, being in the present here and now. The things in our backpacks, our inventory, usually have us in the past. And we're living out the past. And everything that we're doing is, based off the past. Which is, it's not a bad thing. Okay? It's quite common because that's where your knowledge came from. You're making your decisions off the things that you've experienced before. But as you take inventory, you'll see that there's habits and things that, or ways of thinking that are keeping you from moving forward into the future. You're stuck in the past. So once we remove those things and become in the present, we can make those decisions to have a bright future. Now, I'm not saying get rid of the past, learn from it, but take it out of your inventory, put it on the shelf, okay? Put it in the books. It's already happened. It's gone. What you want to do is focus on the now, what you've learned, what you have. And you remember yesterday I was talking about reiterate and how we have to communicate with ourselves. And as we communicate our vision, we communicate moving forward with books and thoughts and spending alone time with God. That keeps you focused that way, okay? You're living here, but you're focused there. Well, your focus is here, but you're moving towards forward, okay? When we have this backpack full of stuff, our inventory is to bring us into the present, keep those things in the past, and not look back. What you want to do is, I asked the question: how are you going to deal with these things that are in your past that keep popping up, that's trying to pull you back? So when you remove it, how do you remove it? You got to find the way to deal with it. For me, dealing with it is, okay, I had a bad experience with this cup. I have to go to the cup and I have to remove it. I have to deal with it. This happened. I acknowledge it. It won't happen again. I'm learning from it. This is what I got out of it. I put it in God's hands. Once it's in God's hands, I can't take it back. It's a process. A lot of times it don't happen all overnight. But if you're working on that, when the cup comes up again, we already dealt with that. See you. Comes up again, dealt with it already. And it gets easier and easier. Not going to say it's going to be a simple one-time thing, but as it comes up again, I've already dealt with it. I put it in God's hand. God's given me the power to overcome that. I'm looking this way. So you guys have a great day today. Remove anything that's blocking you. And really, once we get rid of those rocks that are filling up our backpacks, we'll be lighter, and those burdens are lifted, and we can, really get some momentum going. All right. Good morning. Well, you guys have an awesome day today. Check your inventory, remove those things that are holding you down. Kampai.